battle has been with the Wall Street Journal. Trump tweeting, please explain to the dummies at the Wall Street Journal editorial board that I love to debate and have won, according to Drudge, all 11 of them. This produced a very sharp retort from the paper and another article calling him, quote, the weakest Republican frontrunner since Gerald Ford in 1976. Now, that's a diss. Joining me now, Steve Rogers and Jillian Melcher. Jillian, you're working at a new venture, and you're in the building now, and I guess it's a sister company or sister act to the Wall Street
It's under the News Corp brand, I guess.
Okay.
But
you work hand in hand with the Wall Street Journal folks.
Well, I have before. I was a fellow for them, and I've got to say, I think they definitely won this round. The best Donald Trump could come up with is calling them dummies. They came back and said, you're a loyal reader.
Well, here's the thing. Donald Trump, of course, took issue with the fact that they put out a tweet that Hillary Clinton has gotten more votes than he has. He rightfully pointed out that he was in a field that started with 17 and her field shrunk to 2 in no time. So it's a kind of odd, not necessarily apples to apples comparison, Steve.
Exactly. Look, he has tapped into the heart, soul, and spirit of America. He is saying everything everyone wants to say and can't. And by the way, if you look at his polls, you look at his numbers, they go up, 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 up. Julian, he has started a movement that can't be stopped. It just can't be stopped. He's tried to stop it here.
Oh, Steve, where to start? He never shies away from a fight on social media,
right.
But he does very much fight away from fights that he doesn't think that he can win. We've seen this with the debate. We've seen it with his, fear of journalists. He's completely phobic. He's barring some of them from his rallies.
Wouldn't you say it's a very strong individual who's willing to take the media on, willing to take the RNC establishment on, willing to take everything wrong with America on, and winning? The man is winning.
Well, there are 37% of Republican voters that say that if it comes down to Trump and Hillary, they're going to try to do a third party. They would rather have another option, none of the above. We're talking about a guy who's only won 46% of the delegates so far, even when you keep in mind that he has winner-take-all states. So I think it's, a vocal minority.
Right. At this point, they're saying that Romney had 57% of the vote. In other words, they're saying it's interesting because the narrative is that Donald Trump has expanded the tent. He's gotten millions of new voters in, and somehow he's at a lesser percentage than Mitt Romney. I think it all goes back, of course, to the fact that he had a much bigger field to eat through.
Yes.
But is there something beyond the Twitter fights that he takes some of this information, digest it, and say, okay, I should improve on this or that?
Oh, Charles, I believe that once he gets this nomination, you're going to see a man that's really going to rise to the occasion. Look, he's found a way to capture the attention.
Oh, is that what it's going to take?
Well, no. I'll tell you what. He's telling it like it is. All right. He's clearly telling it like it is. And the point is, he has captured the attention. After 17 people, we're still talking about Donald Trump because he has tapped into the American spirit.
What about the last line of the article to Trump? Better be careful.
I think that's absolutely true. I mean, he's benefited, as the Wall Street Journal pointed out, from this very diverse, very full field. I think if it had come down to a two-guy race right from the get-go, or a three-guy race, he would have had a much tougher time.
We are where we are right now.
And we're about to see it.
And we'll see. We got 3
I got a
states
seat on that
up.
train reserved for you, Julian.
I won't be on the train.
It's really like a locomotive right now.
I will be jumping off the train.
All right, guys, let's leave it right there. By the way, you do